authoring an incredible story of restoration, and we're underway. Hauser for three. The wing, Washington, the midi, and it comes off to Cruiser. Middleton fires the three and a little bit strong. Back into the corner, Derek White. He's been trending. Washington, here's Brown having a career season. A little bit of contact, no whistle. In Orlando, got into town here at about 3 a.m. by Cooper Flagg, the rookie. Tatum lobs it up for Keita.
He's having an outstanding season for the Celtics.
Flagg from the elbow.
Well, I mean, he's going to have the ball in his hands. You can see right there, another great pass.
Powell with the screen. Christie trying to read just a couple of nights ago against Charlotte at home. Flagg with his first field goal.
Cooper Flagg sitting down and getting big for an easy two.
Tatum lobbed it up.
Absolutely rebounding, and most importantly on the defensive end.
Coach, he's been a pleasant surprise. Porzingis to Atlanta. Starting Chris Middleton on the weak side. Here's Flagg. Inside in traffic, draws the foul a little bit. Helped up, though. Had a tough shooting night.
A lot of injuries, so really important that he's able to stay in this game.
He's done so many things. That teenager cross-court to Brown off the pin down. Knocks down the three.
Good conference, having that MVP season you just talked about.
Christie lobbed it up for Powell. Keita with the jump hook, got it to fall. So far, if anything, too small a sample size?
A little bit, a minute restriction. He has a lot of 5-on-5 behind the scenes.
He actually doubted himself for the first time. Rode back. Middleton, the midi. Tell you what, he
might stayed in Dallas because he's going to be a veteran leader for a guy like Cooper Flagg to learn from.
Is again working against Hauser around the screen. Missed the float. Here's Tatum still looking for his first field goal for three. That's way off. Steps through over Tatum. Tipped up, no good by the Mavericks. Another one. Dallas has lost 15-17, and Derek White, say anything, wasn't sure. Glad that you did. Christie had it knocked away. Almost 6 minutes in his first stint.
He's going to get back to playing basketball.
Pritchard got that packed on the glass. Gonzalez-Sharman wide open. Butter.
You think he had a hard time going to the bench?
The third most threes per game in the league. Great run out by Flagg. Was a starter for a bunch recently, coming off the bench now. And that's what he does, Gene, respectively. Brown with the midi. Left on a
pace. Foul here, short clock situation up top of the pick and roll.
Off the baseline screen, it's Thompson from 15, pure.
Off the bench, and he's one of the best catch-and-shoot players in the last 15 years in the NBA. Kid going right back to the same action. Now he gets Brandon Williams getting downhill.
Dallas, as we mentioned earlier, 36 different starting line alone. One of the great stories in the NBA this year, Charles Lee doing a fantastic.
Yeah, me too.
Thompson received a bone. Boston down by 3. Pritchard turns the corner inside. Picks up Pritchard. White into the corner. Gonzalez open. Look. White for 3. Got it.
Even kick. Derek White with the wide open 3.
Marshall silencing the crowd. Not. Gonzalez crashing. Garza inside. The turnover. White to Pritchard. Measures the 3. That's going to be off. Blocked by Garza. Game clock. He never passed up one he didn't like. That's wet. That's what he does. This time defers to Luka Garza. Drew it up. He usually has the ball in his hands. That time.
With a guy like Tatum coming back, how do you guys go about challenging him on both ends of the floor?
The rust, game rust in that opening 6-minute stint.
And the emotion early in this game.
Thompson on a heater. That one comes action. Tatum sprays it out to a wide open Hauser. Thompson working against Hauser. That one on the front rim. Martin with the crossover. Tough finish.
Kid, a lot of credit. They're coming in here playing really hard and playing very well.
One more into the corner. Martin drives the closeout. And he stepped out of bounds. Something we spurred. Inside to Keita. Loose ball.
Teammates, and you know he's going to crash the glass.
Marshall inside. This one rims out. Nemi with the jump hook. Consider that he began his career with the Stockton Kings. As Martin, second night of a back-to-back. Tatum snaking it. And didn't have enough load. And Marshall off the by Powell. Washington shakes out of the corner and threw up a pass by, sprays it, one more. White for three. White on the break. Little sidestep for the lane. Straight for the stretch drive here. Washington inside. The Celtics fan said that Tatum was the guy that he really watched a lot. Brown off the screen, pulls it.
And play and dominate in today's NBA.
What do you think,
Joe? No doubt.
It might be 35 a game. Tatum off the mark. Now, Marshall goes right at Garza for the lay.
Paint, lives in the paint, 9 paint points per game. I have a lot of respect for Najee Mark.
Brown out to Garza. Clean look from deep. Good basketball by the Celtics. Flag snakes the screen inside. Cisse with the reverse layup. Flag just 2 of 7 from the field so far. P.J. Washington with Gonzalez gives it back to Pritchard, who relocates.
Struggling to make shots, but he's not going to hesitate.
Max Christie with another opportunity. Garza got it.
Rebounds, taking advantage. And as I mentioned, he was playing really well early.
Back out to Garza on a heat check mission. 3 of 8 so far off the wide action, and Cisse setting a good screen. Brown fouled on his foray to the bucket by Powell. Yeah, he has a certain degree of competitiveness you love.
And he plays friends who made the 3.5-hour drive from Maine, including his mom, Kelly, who was a hooper herself, that they're competing out there. And he says, I want to kill him when I'm out there. And he expects vice versa. Said, absolutely no question.
Talked about his competitiveness, George, and in screen. Washington with the 3 ball. Marshall for 3, got it. Flag moving his feet well. Buy one, get one free.
6 right now, but they got to understand 20 games to go. This will be a problem.
Much Tatum moved defensively. Got hung up on that screen a little bit. Middleton, that's the 2nd personal foul against Tatum. 4th team foul against for Dallas. Payton from deep. Brown in a rush. Oh, what a cross step. Middleton with a mismatch. Fires right over the top, but on the hezzy and draws the foul on training camp way back in September, which sees Jason Tatum return to the court for the Boston Celtics. Pritchard over Washington. Tatum! Tatum! Butter!
Rightfully so. Give a lot of credit to Jason Tatum.
Flag with a bad miss. White says, I've got my do-it-yourself kit. And Jason Tatum said he had to move into his... to Middleton. That's the right guy for the job. It comes off. End of the first half of play. Much Tatum moved defensively. Got hung up on that screen a little bit. Middleton, that's the 2nd personal foul against Tatum. 4th team foul against for Dallas. Payton from deep. Brown in a rush. Oh, what a cross step. Middleton with a mismatch. Fires right over the top, but on the hezzy and draws the foul on training camp way back in September, which sees Jason Tatum return to the court for the Boston Celtics. Pritchard over Washington. Tatum! Tatum! Butter!
Rightfully so. Give a lot of credit to Jason Tatum.
Flag with a bad miss. White says, I've got my do-it-yourself kit. And Jason Tatum said he had to move into his... to Middleton. That's the right guy for the job. It comes off. End of the first half of play.